What's up, guys? Good morning. It is now Thursday. Gotta weigh in this morning. Gotta finish this office today because last night, I'll just tell you guys, I'll be honest. I fucked up last night. My best friend came over to hang out with us for the evening. I was on the go all day yesterday. You know, I was down in Morristown. I woke up, drove an hour and a half away to go kayak 5 miles. We came back, and then as soon as I got back, we left to go meet my buddy out at the dinosaur park to have some fun with the kids. Then we came back, stayed at the house. We hung out at the house and watched the new Jurassic World together. And I got pizza. I just said fuck it. I got pizza. I might not have if I would have talked to my trainer ahead of time like I had told myself that I was going to, but I didn't. He had been sick the past couple of days, so I'd been on the go so much yesterday. These are my reasons why, but they're still excuses. So, you know, between being on the go constantly yesterday and not stopping to really even pick up my phone once, and then knowing that my trainer was sick, I was just like, my mind just justified it, and I just said fuck it, and I went and got pizza. I had pizza last night for dinner. I figured that like I would wake up this morning and be like super regretful and hate myself and all of that, but I mean I a little bit, but I really don't, and it didn't quite do as much for me as I thought that it would. I was like, oh yes, finally pizza. After 30 plus days of no pizza, I thought that it would do a little more for me than it did, but you know, 2 slices in and I started feeling almost a little bit, I mean like it was good, don't get me wrong, it was really good, but I started, like it just, I don't know, it didn't make me sick, but it just didn't do as much for me as I thought that it would. I feel like I've put in tremendous work over the last month. This has been the longest that I've ever gone and stuck to it as far as the nutrition changes go. Training is no problem. I can train all day. I'll out-train anybody. But eating is what has fucked me for so long. And this is the longest that I've gone eating healthy and staying to my plan. So like, I don't feel like it deserves a reward, but I'm not letting myself feel guilty about it. I feel okay. I didn't eat as much as I normally would have when it comes to pizza. I don't think I've earned it yet, but I fucked up. I made the decision. I got it. I ate it. It is what it is. At this point, it's a new morning. It's a new day. Traditionally, I would have just said, oh, I fucked up today, or I fucked up yesterday, so that means the rest of the week is shit, right? Start back over on Monday. No, we're back on it this morning. I'm about to go cook my breakfast this morning, my eggs and fruit and turkey, and I want that meal. That's what I want this morning. I don't want to go out to Hardee's or McDonald's or whatever. I feel pretty good today. It is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and weigh in, see where we're at. Man, I didn't weigh in yesterday because I was in such a hurry in the morning to get down to Morristown to do some kayaking. We did end up kayaking 5 miles yesterday. So, or roughly 5 miles. It was like 4.8. So, that was fun. It was good exercise. I'm feeling it a little today. 245.6. So, that's not quite as bad as I figured it might be. You know, I figured we might be back up to like 247. But, hey, I'll take 245.6 with a nasty cheat meal like pizza. Let's go stick to the meal plan today. And I mean, like, I just went 30 plus days without really cheating. I mean, I've had the burritos and stuff like that, but I had one rib meal. I feel like I could go another 30 days or more without eating pizza again. Today, we've got to, obviously this is still a mess in here. I've still got to finish this desk. I meant to do that last night, but it was kind of a last moment thing that my buddy Matt came down to hang out. So I didn't get to finish the table. So today I've got the parts down here. I've got the board right there. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna put this thing together. Gotta sand the wall, the holes in the wall from the old guitar mount spots. Gotta sand those down and paint them. That's pretty much it. Table, sand, paint, clean, and then we'll be done. All right, so I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you guys back out here in a minute. All right, guys, so we're back out here at the office. You might notice that I look a little bit cleaner than I did this morning. That's because I went out and got a brand new haircut from JC Mill Barbershop, downtown Johnson City, best barbershop on planet Earth. So if you're in the area, definitely go check him out. Tell him that I sent you. And I feel like an idiot because after I ate breakfast this morning, I came back out here, I turned the camera on, and I was gonna film putting together this table, right? We gotta build this table. And I did that, and I got all the way through it, and it just didn't end up being what I thought that it was gonna be. The half-inch hardware was just, it was too long. The legs were too long for it to be stable. So I went back and took everything back apart, and I took it all back to Lowe's, and then I came and got 1-inch hardware. So we've got all 1-inch hardware, flanges, pipes, all that good stuff. And I went ahead and just went with a 36-inch pole here, and this is going to be basically a hybrid height between. It's a good mix between standing height and sitting height. And so you can pretty much get the best of both worlds with this. So now I don't really need it to be adjustable because the height that it's going to be at is going to be a good all-around general purpose height. Oh, also, the original piece of wood that I had bought had a small warp in it that I didn't see, so it was kind of bowed, and when I put it all together, it just was wobbly. It wouldn't sit right, it wouldn't sit flush with the floor. So I got a new piece of wood as well, laid this one flat, made sure that it was as flat as a piece of wood can get. Hopefully, it turns out better this time. So, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this thing down, get the flanges fitted, and let's see if we can get the legs put on this thing, and hopefully it turns out much better this time. So, let's cue the time lapse. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a nipple followed by a 36-inch by 1-inch pipe into a 1-inch flange in all 4 corners. So that is the legs. It's definitely a lot more sturdy than it was with the 1/2-inch. I think this is gonna work. Oh, that is so much better, guys. You don't even understand. Overall, I mean, this is glued wood, so it's not like heavy duty, so we don't want to put too much weight on it, but for what we're going to be using this for, you know, for a gear review table and for just a normal desk with like a laptop on it or two, that's pretty good. So I went ahead and sanded it down and stained it ebony. I think that's just overall going to match the office a little bit better. It's nice and hot out here today. That stain says it only takes 1 hour to dry. So we'll see what it looks like here in about an hour. I think it's going to look good. We'll get it back in the office. We got to go ahead and sand and repaint those old guitar holes. And then we'll get the office clean and we should be back in action. Pretty happy with how it turned out. At first, I wasn't happy with the way it contrasted with the dark walnut wall. So I took it back out and I put a second coat of stain on the top, and I think it's looking pretty good now. I also put electrical tape around the legs to cover up those big orange stickers that were there. So not the, you know, not the coolest way to do it, I guess, but that's just a quick and easy fix for it. So now it's all murdered out and looking pretty good. We've also got the holes patched from the old guitar mount spots. That one's still obviously waiting to dry a little bit. Then we've got the other one over here covered up by the dry erase board. We got the jailer canvas sitting there in the middle of the wall, and then a little mask patch over there and there to accent. Obviously the tabletop there is still a little bit messy, but that's just because we got orders to catch up on. Got work to do. Everything down here is nice and neat. Everything over here is nice and neat. Everything back that way is nice and neat. I like things to be nice and neat. I like to be squared away, guys. If I'm not squared away, it really messes with my mojo, if you know what I mean. I like to be focused. And speaking of squared away, I told you guys I was going to the gym tonight, but I didn't go. And the reason I didn't go is because my trainer said that he was still sick. I could have went and still lifted and did some cardio work or whatnot, but I just went ahead and took the night to get caught up and finished with all of this projects that we've had going on in here, because I got to get back to working on actual work, right? So no training tonight, unfortunately, but our next planned date is this Saturday, so hopefully he is squared away and over his sicknesses, or at least managing them well enough to be able to get back into action with me. So Saturday we should hopefully be lifting. I'm gonna be lifting with or without him. Well, I might not lift. I'll probably, if he doesn't show up, I'll probably just hit a lot of cardio. But if he does, we'll be lifting. So that's the next planned lift date. For the rest of tonight, however, I am just gonna be spinning it, catching up on administrative work. So that's not gonna be all that fun to watch. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for you guys. For me, I still got a lot more work to do. But we're gonna eat dinner here in a minute. Eggs, turkey, and some fruit. So nice, back on the, back on the meal plan. Staying on it. I'm feeling good as far as this transformation goes. My mindset's good. I'm feeling strong. I'm mentally focused. I feel good, and I'm ready to see what the next few months look like. Because now that we're starting to get past that initial weight loss phase and going into the next one, I should start seeing a lot more, weight loss in specific areas. So that's going to be interesting. We should start visually seeing a pretty decent difference after the end of this next month. So I'm really happy about that and excited about that. That's pretty much all I got for tonight, guys. So tomorrow, another long day of general work. So I'm not sure what we're gonna vlog about tomorrow, but I will see you guys in the morning, first thing, to weigh in. Catch you guys later. Have a good night.